Jack, buddy, it's after lunchtime.
I'm on my 5th cup of coffee. Like the cold is just going right to your bones today. It's
right?
damp and it's... Hey everybody, it's Jack from Atlantis Water Gardens. Welcome back to part 2 here for this interactive children's park in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'm out here with Brian Helfers from Team Aquascape, Ralph Bezad from Pondscapes AZ, and Alan Decker from Decker's Pondscapes. There's the man. Alan, we're on to part 2 here. We've got the waterfall rocking going into the reservoir. Brian actually, I think, just finished the seam. We're gonna check in with him here.
It's been tough today with the rain. We got to give him props. He did an awesome job on that 4-hour seam.
He put in a hard morning this morning. I don't usually give him too many props, but he deserves it today.
It's like pretty, huh? That's going right into Team USA's top 10.
What's your next game plan here?
Well, I think I got a seam out in Spain I got to do, right? Like that's my next gig. You can see, I don't know if you can pick up all the puddles and stuff, and this is the clean version. So it's the puddles, it's the constant, there's like this misty rain that comes and it's starting again right now. And so we were holding a tarp over the top of us for a little bit. And then the sand, like wet sand, like these little pieces of sand you see all over the place, you can't have that on there. So everything was working against us. You know that movie Armageddon? Like, so basically the worst conditions possible known to man.
Scariest
environment ever. We're gonna pull this board out and let's start rocking this thing in. We do have to locate a bridge, so we're gonna need James out here to just kind of give us the thumbs up on where this bridge is going, but other than that, I think we're ready to go.
And while they do that, Al and I are going to get busy on finishing up this whole reservoir. We've got to get some outcroppings in over on this left side.
I mean, because this is the waterfall area, we're just trying to like spread everything out so it looks a lot more natural. Like this, the right side, we got a couple of those bigger rocks just for the outcroppings. And then we got another one over there that's going to be really sweet. That's just going to kind of drag that out towards that other pallet. And then it just kind of actually makes everything look like it has that much more girth and depth by layering this all back.
We have gotten a lot of detail work done today, which pretty much means we got nothing done today, right, James? No, that's not true, actually. James is putting the finishing touches on our vault surround, so this is going to get a metal lid on it. Really for ease of maintenance. Also, we want to make sure nobody can tamper with this. So there'll be kids and stuff here. You don't want them getting to the pumps and doing some sort of damage and vandalism. So there'll be a metal lid on here, maybe have a lock on it. Not sure how that's going to work out exactly yet, but that's looking great. All our plumbing's coming out of it. There is actually a pipe chase. So all the cords for the pumps are going into this pipe right here. and that is going to go over to where the outlets are. So it should be nice and easy to pull the cords out for the winter time if you've got to winterize it, and then pull them back in so you're not having to dig through a bunch of gravel to get the cords for the pumps in. We got the entire stream area excavated. Right now, Alan is just putting in the liner for that. We do have one more seam to do. There's another seam to do.
Yes!
Brian and Ralph killed it today in the rain, seaming this liner. Came out fantastic. Super proud of you. I'm very proud.
Thanks.
Listen,
I'm
wow.
proud of you.
A lot of people ride across the U.S., but Brian is seaming his way across
That's right.
the U.S.
What's your next stop, bud?
I got a seaming tour, you know, in
Kalamazoo tomorrow?
Yeah, Kalamazoo.
I think
Down there
for
over at Western Michigan University.
like a rainy, crappy day, I think we kicked some major butt today.
We got a lot done. I mean, look at there's concrete footings in for the bridge. We got some like big rocks set in here. This whole thing got excavated. You just moved about 30, 60, 80 yards of soil.
Yeah.
You know, plumbing. We trenched all that pipe. The pump vaults are done. Yeah, no, I'm super proud of myself.
Hey, and Ralph, Ralph spent the good part of the day just holding a tarp.
Yeah, that was
Which is
super
what
fun.
you're good for.
Yeah,
It's
good.
perfect. We found the perfect job for you, actually.
Tarp holder.
All in all, even with the weather, and it's been freezing today, with all that adversity, I still couldn't imagine doing anything else. I love working with these guys. The creativity just flows throughout this group, and it's showing on this project. I
think that was a creative
kid's show.
explosion.
Kid show.
Hey, was
You should get a close up of me lacing them up.
was Michigan in April your idea?
He wanted to do it 2 weeks earlier, but actually last week it was 80 degrees here.
Dude, it's cold this morning.
I think the weather, Jack, if you think about it, tornadoes in Texas, right? Mudslides in California, snow in California, rattlesnakes in California. Like everywhere we go, we get some crazy weather.
All right, so we got another load of boulders here this morning, all the way from Missouri, sorry. We're expecting big things today. Alan and I were talking this morning about possibly starting up at the waterfall that's going to be coming out of the wetland filter.
So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to frame out this whole waterfall and build it first, because this is all sand and we want to make sure that that bank is stabilized, and then we'll also be able to determine where our elevation is going to be, so when we dig out that wetland, everything will be just perfect. I mean, basically what we want to happen is this waterfall has got to face this way, because there's going to be traffic at this roadway and this one coming over here.
Yeah, and then of course my man is back at it again.
Seaming man.
Is this your last scene for this job?
I hope not. You'll probably do something where I have to seam the wetland filter.
We've already discussed it. So right here is where we have kind of an issue, right? Normally we don't like to be this shallow for an overlap.
A lot of people would try to overlap here. We have about a 4-inch fall, and we could try to get this liner tucked in back behind all this. But what'll happen is if we mess up anything with this overlap and water were to back up in this little area here, it would back up underneath this and we'd get a leak. This is only about a little 4-inch fall, so there's not much going on right here. So it's just safer to seam it. We don't want to come back because we're not coming back, right? So we're just gonna seam it. We'll pull this back. We got this nice straight edge to work off of here. I'll find some place back on this liner where I can get it straight, and we'll go at it. It should be about 1,000 times easier than yesterday.
I am just blown away by how much we accomplished in just 3 days. This is looking so amazing. I'm extremely excited to see this turn on. I can already picture the bridge going across, stopping out here in the middle, just taking it all in. We got this whole other section of stream. I actually love this small waterfall. It's just gonna come through there and just roll off of this rock into here. It's gonna be a lot of water, probably somewhere around 25,000 gallons an hour. And it'll hit this pocket, swirl around, and shoot underneath the bridge. And we really tighten this up, so it's only about 3 feet wide. That water's gonna be rocketing through here and then spilling off that V waterfall, still snaking some around and dropping a small little ribbon waterfall right by that step. The guys did a great job finishing off all these edges here. I love beach areas like that where it just gives you a really great visual right down to the water, and you've got this massive moss rock on the backside. Just gonna be beautiful. This waterfall is definitely gonna be impressive. When you enter the gardens over here, that's gonna be the first thing you see is just water cascading right there by the Home Depot bucket. There'll be a spill here. We're gonna come off of this side, just water all over the place bouncing around before it pools up here and makes its way down the system. Come on back for part 3. I promise you it'll be worth it. When this turns on, it's gonna be fantastic, just magical. Go check out my friends, Ralph, Alan, and Brian. I'll link in the description below their channels. Those guys are doing an awesome job. I love being out here with my buddies, making this happen. I love you, bud. We'll see you guys on the next one.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing?